Avengers Infinity War is finally out, and holy crap, it has a shocking ending. In this video, I'm going to break down that ending, the post-credit scene, and what I think will happen next in this story. This is going to be spoiler heavy, so leave now if you have not seen the film. What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. If you cannot wait for Avengers 4 to see what the hell is actually going to happen, subscribe to this channel. We're going to be dropping all sorts of MCU content on the way to Avengers 4. Quickly, I want to shout out Natasha Sharkey, who got the nerd card question correct in my Avengers Infinity War video from yesterday. We'll go ahead and do another nerd card question at the end of this video. All right, one more time, because you need to be redundant and repeatedly warn people. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. We're going to talk spoilers. If you watch from here and you get something spoiled for you, it's completely your fault. Okay, so wow, Marvel did something really ballsy. They actually had Thanos complete the gauntlet and complete the famous finger snap, killing half of the life in the universe. It was brutal, it was beautiful, and I actually saw it coming, and yet it was still shocking. It still filled me with a bunch of emotion. Now, one of the surprising aspects of that ending was not exactly who died, but who did not die. Captain America, Tony Stark, Hulk, Thor, and Black Widow all make it out alive, and they will be the core group of characters that Avengers 4 focuses on. Now, on a side note, there was two deaths that were particularly shocking to me: Peter Parker and Black Panther. Literally, when both of them died, I was like, what? What is Marvel thinking? I mean, they have bright franchises in their future, and Marvel just decides, nah, let's just turn them into dust. Now, that whole situation actually led me to believe that a lot of these deaths are not permanent. I mean, obviously, all jokes aside, Peter Parker and Black Panther have many more movies ahead of them inside the MCU. So essentially what this ending is taking certain people off the board while they go finish this thing. And a lot of people online are all in a general consensus that the people that died with the snap are actually probably going to come back. It's all the people that died before the snap and all of the people that will die in Avengers 4 that are actually going to stay permanently dead. Still, it was shocking and emotional, particularly with Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man was brought into this whole thing because of Tony Stark. He's very emotional. He doesn't want to die. I thought Tom Holland performed that brilliantly. So yeah, we're getting the original Avengers, which honestly, again, I was completely shocked. I'm shocked that they didn't kill Cap. I'm shocked that they didn't kill Iron Man in particular. I mean, that was really, really crazy. But remember, and we'll come back to this, Doctor Strange looked ahead in time and saw 14 million different outcomes, and there was only one in which they actually came out on top. We can assume that that scenario is what is playing out right now. It is why Doctor Strange made the sacrifice of the Time Stone to save Tony's life. He understands that Tony is very important to them beating Thanos. Now, I believe what will happen next is going to resemble what happens in the comics, with Thanos and the completed gauntlet sitting on that skull-like throne with Mephisto and Mistress Death. Now, neither Mistress Death or Mephisto are going to be in the actual MCU version of this, but that is essentially what they're going for. They're going for this scenario in which Thanos has already purged half the life in the universe. He's just sitting back, enjoying this new universe as a god, and all of the heroes are going to have to go out into space and find him and fight him. That is what is going to happen next. Now, this is probably the most important post-credit scene that has ever happened in the MCU, and I think that's because it's an end cap to the film that gives us just sort of an explanation for what is actually happening and what will happen next. Once again, not to toot my own horn, but I totally called Sam Jackson being in the post-credit scene and it having to do with Captain Marvel. However, I did not think that they were going to have Samuel L. Jackson dissolve into nothingness. Yeah, he's just one more casualty of the finger snap, and he gone. We also see how the Earth is dealing with all of this as half the life disappears, cars without anybody in them crashing into other people, helicopters crashing. It's going to be pandemonium and chaos. This reminds me a lot of that Left Behind series, which was popular, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, where everybody's dealing with the rapture and like half of the people on the planet just disappear. It was very cool, but it's awesome to see that that is the stage that's being set. It is truly a post-apocalyptic time period now. People are just gone. It's amazing. So yes, with this little cosmic beeper thing that Sam Jackson hits right before he dissolves, we see that it sends a signal out and is in turn answered by Captain Marvel. So yeah, Captain Marvel is coming. She's going to play a major role in Avengers 4, and she's going to help the Avengers fight Thanos, but it's not just because she's very powerful. Even though she does have an incredible amount of power, it is her connection to the Kree and her possible connection to other alien races out there that are actually way more important to where I think this story is going. I believe that she's going to act as sort of a liaison to these other empires and planets of strong aliens. You see, the fact that half of the life in the universe is gone means that all of these worlds, races, and empires were affected. I believe that with Captain Marvel's help, the remaining Avengers and heroes of Earth will go out and formulate a galactic coalition with the remainder of these other alien worlds, and together they will take some kind of massive force to the place that Thanos is at. This will include the Kree and the Skrull, which are going to be set up in the Captain Marvel movie, which will of course predate a lot of the MCU films. Those two alien races have been warring for a long time, but they're probably going to set aside their differences considering that half of their populations were wiped out. We might even see the Shi'ar. I'm pretty sure we'll see the Chitauri, even though they were sort of tasked and put as the minions of Thanos. I think maybe now that half of them are gone, they'll not really be down with Thanos anymore. Who knows? But there's a ton of other alien races that we might see, but the most important point here is that I believe the whole universe is now going to come together, gather what power it now has, consolidate it, and attack Thanos. A big piece of evidence for this is all of the Jonathan Hickman stuff that was adapted for Infinity War. I mean, the Black Order comes out of Infinity, the fact that the Avengers make a final stand against the forces of Thanos in Wakanda comes out of Infinity. It's clear that they are taking Jonathan Hickman stuff and mixing it with old Jim Starlin and crazy Jack Kirby and old school Marvel stories. But I think that's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get a version of Infinity Gauntlet with all the heroes fighting Thanos as he's an omnipotent god. And I think you're going to combine that with the back half of the Infinity event in which the Avengers makes a coalition and a galactic armada with all of these different alien races. Now, in that story, they're going to fight the Builders, which was this great cosmic threat. But like I said, I think they're going to blend those two stories and that coalition will attack Thanos. Even towards the end of Infinity War, Thanos is omnipotent powerful. He's literally just so strong that the only reason the heroes are even able to put up a good fight is because Thanos himself is amused by the battle. I mean, he was turning people into wires, turning people into cubes, turning different objects into bubbles. I mean, he's literally just beyond powerful at this point. But I think the one thing that is still a weakness for him is that he has a mortal mind. So even though he has all of this power, even though he has the ability to see everything and feel everything in the galaxy, the fact that the thing that is in the driver's seat of all that power is still a mortal mind, I think is his greatest weakness. So he might view all of these people as just insects that are distracting him, but that's the point. I think with enough distraction, they might be able to figure out a solution to this problem and a way to defeat him. But that's it, guys. That's the ending of Infinity War Explained, why the post-credit scene was so important, and where I think we are going from here. It is going to be a long-ass year until Avengers 4. I'm incredibly excited. I can't wait to do more speculation videos and breaking down Avengers Infinity War. So let me know your thoughts about the ending and what you thought about the post-credit scene in the comment section below. All right, let's check that nerd card really quickly. I want to know what actor played Red Skull in Avengers Infinity War. By the way, that was an incredibly surprising moment, but that was not Hugo Weaving playing Red Skull. It was somebody else. I want to know what actor portrayed Red Skull in that scene. You can click below to watch some more dope videos, or you can click our icon to subscribe to get all of our future content. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.